Hello everyone, welcome back to another hair day. So today I'm going to be taking you through 9 steps of how to look after your hair for the perfect length, strength and overall health of your hair. Stay tuned. Hair care strategy. Cleanse once a week or every 10 days. You can use a shampoo that is sulfate free to avoid stripping away the moisture, or you can make your own. As you can see in my previous videos, I will include the link of how you can make your own DIY shampoo at home. You need to be washing your hair at least every 4 to 6 weeks with some clarifying shampoo, or to remove the buildup of the products, especially on my type of hair where the porosity is quite low. I try using warm water to rinse or steam before shampooing to help open the cuticles. Deep condition every wash day or on a weekly basis. Use conditioners with ingredients like coconut oil or avocado or honey, whatever you've got to hand. Cover your hair with a plastic cap and apply heat. You can use your one like this one I've got here, your heat cap, or you can use your hair dryer, your standing hair dryer, for about 20 or 30 minutes. Next step, strengthening. So every 4 to 6 weeks you need to be using some form of protein treatment to help with the breakage, or to stop the breakage rather. So because obviously our hair is got a low elasticity, one of the most important steps. So this needs to be done at least 2 to 3 times per week, or as needed. It's up to you, but the recommendation is at least 2 to 3 times per week. And we're going to be using the liquid, cream and oil method, or the LCO method. For the liquids method, you can use things like a rosemary tea, or you can use things like um, aloe vera juice, which is an rosemary tea, which can aid in hydration. This is what we're trying to accomplish here, and both hydration and growth. So you can make a little aloe vera gel or aloe vera juice at home, or you can buy it. It's totally up to you if you don't have the plants, or you can do like I have done and go ahead and make your rosemary tea. You can see how I've done it. I'm going to drop a little video in here so you can see how I make my rosemary tea. You can, if you haven't got your own plants at home, that's totally fine. You can buy them at the shop. You can buy your rosemary sprays or whatever your choice of option is. But once you go in with the liquid, that is fine. Your next step stands for cream. You can use creams, any cream that any natural or nature curl cream of your choice. I'm going to be showing you the one that I use for my hair, but you can use whatever you fancy. And for the O, which is the stands for oil, you can use any type of oil that you fancy. You can be using your olive oils, you can use your shea butter, whatever is good for your hair type, you can use that. Grapeseed, argan oil, jojoba oil, whatever you want to use, castor oil, coconut oil. My personal preference is shea butter and olive oil because I like how they feel on my hair. So you go in with your liquid, then your cream or your conditioner, and then next step is your oil to seal in that moisture. I like using rosemary tea because rosemary is readily available to me. As you can see, I've got a big plant, and rosemary is amazing for hair. The benefits are outstanding. It improves the circulation to the scalp. It helps with the hair growth. It grows your hair. It's got amazing antimicrobial properties, and it's also lightweight and water based. So it makes it perfect for hydrating your hairs, and I actually love the smell. So that's why one of my options is rosemary. You can use any conditioner with coconut oil, because we know coconut oil is very moisture retaining, or honey. Honey is a natural humectant. So any of these, and avocado on its own, you know, that is very nourishing and softening to your hair. So any conditioner with these ingredients is advisable to be used for the conditioning step. Or a warm towel, or your heated cap, or your standing blow dryer, whatever you've got, these are advisable to be used, because obviously they will allow the cuticles to be open and hydrate that hair. Next step, styling your hair. Protective styles are advisable. These are amazing to reduce the breakage and to retain that length that we crave. So you can use your twists, as I'm doing here. You can use you do braids, you can do your bantu knots, you can use your wig if you fancy, whatever you want to do. But as long as your hair is up and out the way and it's not left blowing in the wind, that's absolutely fine. Use styles that just make sure that the styles are not too, you're not manipulating your hair too much, and you're not using no heavy butters or gels that will cause excessive build up on your hair. And if you do, you can always wash it, but just a note to add, and just be gentle. And also, do not keep styles in for more than 4 to 6 weeks. I did this when I gave birth, and my hair was so tangled and knotted, because obviously you're thinking when baby comes you won't have the time. So I left my hair in for so long and I lost so much hair. So please, if you can avoid this disappointment, do not do it. Just try your best to at least be going into doing your hair at least once a week if you can manage. And also moisturize that scalp, even if it's styled. Next step, night care. So at nights, you need to be having your hair in some form of twist or pineapple, whatever you choose to do. But you need to be wearing your bonnets, your silk or your satin bonnets to bed, or your silk scarf or your satin scarf, whatever you have. These should be worn to bed. You can wear both or on its own, just to keep your hair from getting tangled, and also to reduce the friction, and to prevent prevent our hair breaking, and to keep in that moisture that we need, that we've worked so hard on. So you need to be keeping that inside your hair. You don't need it on your pillowcase, you don't need it on your sheets. Putting stuff on your hair is not the only thing that you need to be doing to make sure that your hair stays healthy and strong. We need to be eating the proper foods, eating a balanced diet from all the food groups, all the 7 food groups, eating our vegetables, our fruits, our proteins, our carbs, drinking our water, making sure that we are hydrated both inside and outside, as I said in my previous video. So it's a holistic approach. It's not just saying, okay, I'm going to put on aloe vera today and I'm going to put on rosemary tomorrow. No, it's about taking that time to eat properly, making sure that we're eating the right oils and the oily fishes and the minimal amount of red meat, and eating our vegetables and our fruits, and taking that time out to making sure that we're healthy both inside and out. Okay. So let's break this all down. Why are we hydrating our hair? Why are we moisturizing our hair? Why are we going through all these steps? So last week we learned about the anatomy of the hair, or the structure of the human hair. And we learned that we've got the cortex, we've got the medulla, we've got the cuticle. So first we know that we have to do a lot of hydration. Hydration basically means adding water. When we hydrate the hair, we're hydrating the cortex of the hair. This is the thick middle layer of the hair, as you can see from the diagram. And why are we doing this? Because this is where you get, where, as we said last week, and I explained, this is where all the strength and elasticity and the curliness, this is the area that is responsible for that. So if we're hydrating this hair, we're allowing the hydration, the hair to increase its elasticity, so it won't be dry and brittle and all that. but hydration cannot accomplish the task on its own. If you hydrate the hair without moisturizing the hair, it will dry out and very quickly. So once you've hydrated, you've added water to the hair, the next step is moisturization. So this is where you add in your creams and your oils. So we add in the moisture now to the outer layer of the hair, where this is called the cuticle. This is the outermost layer, and if you look at under a microscope, it would look almost like overlapping roof shingles. You know, if you look on someone's roof, you can see how they overlap. That's how it looks. And the role here, the role of the cuticle is to protect the hair and to regulate the moisture in the hair. So this is why after you've hydrated it, your hair with some, after you've added the hydration, you need to be adding the moisture, because it will soon evaporate if and dry out if you do not add this moisture with your curling cream and then sealing with the oil. So the oil and the cream will act as a barrier to the water loss, so that will keep your hair moist and soft. So if you're moisturizing and not hydrating, you're basically sealing in dryness and your hair will just be greasy. And if you're hydrating without moisturizing, your hair will just dry out very quickly. So you need to be hydrating with your water-based product, or your teas, or your water, or just water on its own. Then you need to be adding your moisturizers so that the cuticle can do its job of sealing in that moisture, giving you helping you to retain your length and your hair to stay not be brittle and break and all, and lose all the hard work that you have done washing and putting in your creams and your oils.